Good morning, everybody. TJ here. Been playing around on radio this morning. Still freezing cold outside, and I gotta go to work in a little bit, but been in and out. My hands are frozen. But anyway, been playing around, and I always go in here and look at the cluster before I get ready to do it, just to see if there's anything on here like that I don't have, like this one right here, which is what I'm getting ready to talk about, because I see a lot of this on here, and I don't know if people get in a hurry when they're logging them, and I got to only assume that maybe that they've even put them in wrong. I don't want to get the call signs that's actually logged it, but just be careful on the DX cluster when you're looking, man. Sometimes you got to actually listen to the call sign, because I'm going to show you something. This is a prime example if it stays here. This is correct right here. His call sign is Charlie Oscar 8 Zulu Zulu. Charlie Oscar 8 Zulu Zulu. This one is correct. I know because I went over there. Right here, you see this one's a little pirate flag. Somebody's logged Charlie 08 Zulu Zulu. So you can click on these, and I can click on them and take my radio right to them. But so you got Charlie Oscar 8 or 08. And this one right here has got, I thought this was the center of Africa. This is what brought me to it. I seen the red and I was like, oh yeah, man, there's one I can get that I don't have. They've got 9 Oscar 8 Zulu Zulu. So, not exactly sure how they got that one. But, like I say, I'm not going to point out who's logged them, but, and I'm sure just a keystroke here, there, whatever, when they putting them in, but, just pay attention when you're doing the DX clusters. Not necessarily, I mean, for them, I mean, they can do it how they want. It's up to us to figure out whether they're correct or not. Just, it's nice if they would actually put them in correctly. But keystroke here and there, I can see. I just wonder though if when they've logged them, if they've actually logged them in like that, because they'll never get a confirmation because they got it in wrong. So, and sometimes I'll tell you what, man, I listen to some of these pile-ups and stuff, and people's excited, I guess, to get them or whatever, and I don't even think they can hear them real good. I'm not real sure, because I mean, and what I mean by that is, when they're calling, they'll be talking to somebody else, and they'll just call right over top of them. So I'm sure you've heard that before, but that's a whole different topic. But anyway, just wanted to show the cluster there, and show you just to be careful when you're especially if you're going to log them. If you make contact with them and they haven't given their call sign, you're using this right here, and say like here, I can double click on that, our radio goes to it. The guy hasn't given his call sign in quite a while either, and you're not sure, either ask them their call sign, or which would probably be the best way to do it, is ask them their call sign. But I guess what I'm saying is just don't assume that it's correct, because there's a good possibility that it's not. Like this one right here, see, this is another one that I'll go over and check, but 9 Alpha 9 radio Croatia, so that could be right. There's a 9 Alpha slash, so Croatia. I'll go over there and check it. This right here means I've worked this station before, so that one might be correct, and I have to go over there. I'm not sure. They're on different bands, so it's probably 2 different frequencies, or 2 different call signs, so that's probably correct. But I know this one ain't, because I went over there. But anyway, and it's possible that Croatia is good, because there's obviously a few of those. There's another one. But anyway, just make a little short video on the DX cluster. Just make sure that when you're logging them, if you want to get your confirmation, that you actually log them correct, or make sure that they're correct, because sometimes, and it happens quite often, they're not. So anyway, like I say, I don't think this is like a rant video. I think it's just more of a educational. Pay attention if you're using a DX cluster instead of trying to get their call sign, because it happens a lot. So I've learned to actually sit there and listen sometimes before I just call out, especially if they're one of them stations that don't give their call sign much. Like they'll just keep saying QRZ after everything. They don't give their call sign but every so long. I'll sit there and listen sometimes if I'm unsure about it. So, which is what I did on this one. I was like, oh, I don't hear that. See that when that one comes up. See where it puts it? Center Africa. I don't have them. So I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna get me another one. No, but anyway, well, I ended up putting that on there anyway. Didn't want to put their call sign on it, but anyway, just be careful with me. Y'all have a good one. I'm gonna get off of here and get up and stretch a little bit. I just been in and out of the shack off and on. Not much to do. It's so cold outside, except for wait for work. But unfortunately, that is. But y'all have a good one. I'm gonna quit rambling. Just watch your clusters when you're doing it. 73s, AK4 PJ.